Yeah, I'm excited for next week. Obviously, new game and a new week, and excited to get up to Boise and play this game. Um, know they have a really good team, and Coach Avalos has done a great job. They are on a win streak right now, and we're on a slump, and so something's got to give this weekend, and feel good about our team and our guys and the focus. And so we're this is a rivalry game that we don't know what the future holds, and so this is a game that we're excited to play and a opponent that we're familiar with, and so looking forward to getting that game and being up in Boise. I have a lot of respect for their coaching staff and their team. I know a lot of players on that roster, and I have tons of respect for their fan base and the energy that they provide for their team. And so it's a unique and fun atmosphere, and looking forward to that game. So take any questions you guys have.
Jared, go ahead.
Kalani, I wanted to ask a little bit about analytics. I know you guys break down a lot of numbers. We as observers and fans, obviously, sometimes we see things and they don't appear to be being affected, but I'm wondering if the numbers back up a lot of the things, whether it's the rush three or running tempo, run plays, things like that. How much do you guys rely on analytics to kind of analyze what the team's doing?
Well, I think that has its role in football and definitely in coaching, but I think there's also a feel, and then there's also uh, the variables to it that probably might be different than what the data that the research that you're looking at. You know what I mean? So I think you have to be able to look at the research and understand it and see how this can apply to your decision making and the strategy and everything going into it. So I think there's a balance of both. I've known other people that just stick with the data, stick with the research, and I know that people go off of their instincts and their guts. And I like to have all the information and kind of see what a game plan we can provide and see what decisions we can make accordingly, and then also have a feel for the game too. That's what we try to get done. And nothing's perfect, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to eliminate. The time to make the decisions. You're saying, okay, this is what we're going to stick with, and if we do this, these are the options. And so it's always good going into each play, each game, knowing your options.
Jake, go ahead.
Kalani, in your mind after rewatching the film, what keyed the resurgence in your run game last week?
Well, I think the O-line blocking and there are times that running backs have to make somebody miss and break a tackle, and that's part of the game. And so I think for the most part we didn't have a lot of free hitters, meaning that just running backs and quarterbacks trying to make moves to provide more yards, and that means that we're playing assignment sound blocking, and that can always be improved. But you're looking at it, you're seeing some teams that are loading the box and trying to take away the run. And for us to get the run game going, even when they're trying to load it up, I think that was a good sign.
Mitch and then Jared.
Lonnie, are the injuries to Chris Brooks and Cody Epps, are they season-ending injuries, or is there hope to get those guys back maybe this week?
Cody Epps, his injury is season-ending. Unfortunate. We're hoping after getting some information back and meeting with the doctors, but that sucks because he's dealt with some injuries in the past, and but he's in high spirits. I spoke with him, and he's excited to keep his role as a leader on this team and to keep working with us. And so I'm excited about his energy and his approach to it. Not excited that we don't get his production on the field. Chris, it's not season ending, and we'll see. It's kind of a day-to-day, week-to-week thing. So even today, I don't know as much as I should. Probably know more later, but it's not that. From what we understand, it's not season ending. Anybody else?
Jared, go ahead.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of guys on defense too, Kalani, just along the same lines, defensive health situations or things like that. I know you were missing quite a few.
Non, le jour où on faut qu'il cherche.
Was that?
PK just did.
Oh, sorry. Say who asked the? Was Jared?
I was just piggybacking off of the last question about health. We talked about Cody and Chris, but I was wondering about the defensive side. You had a lot of guys out. Some are out for the season, I know, and wondering how that impacts what you can do on defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's towards the end of the year. We have a bye after this game, so this is 10 weeks straight. We knew that we were going to have to test our depth, and I hate that we had to test it as often as we had to this year. But that's the game. Nobody's feeling sorry for us. We got to keep rolling, and we have some young guys that can step up and make plays and give us some production. So I don't know all the details of all the stuff that you do know in injuries. As far as injuries go, the players are probably released or announced if their injuries are season-ending.
Jake and then Jay.
Kalani, Dana Holgerson, during his press conference earlier today, said that he's expecting the Big 12 schedule for 2023 to be revealed in a few weeks. Have you heard anything on your side of things with regards to when that will be announced?
No, I'm just really focused on Boise State and playing this game this weekend. I mean, there's a lot of things on my mind, and right now that one's not one of them.
Kalani, as you met with the players this morning, what was the general vibe? Are you happy with the guys as far as keeping their spirits high, or just kind of what's the mood going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, I've met with the team completely yet, but I've talked and had plenty of discussions with the players the last few days, and I feel like there's still strong leadership on this team. There's still a sense of positivity and optimism. And then, going into this game, they know this is a rivalry game. So this is a great timing for this game to show up. And we know that we haven't been performing at our best and getting the results that we want, and definitely not getting the results that our fans want as well. So there's definite disappointment. I don't think my attitude is to just bypass the disappointment. But you can be disappointed, but you got to keep working. And that's the focus is we keep working. Try to be as positive as you can, meaning that we have to fix some things and improve still. But hopefully we get that done. We get the results that we're looking for, but that doesn't come with just pouting about it. You got to get to work and put in all the hard work and sacrifice some time in order to get that done. And this is a really good Boise State team. I mean, they're you can see they have an identity on offense. Coach Cutter's done that for them, and I think Andy's done a great job with the defense. They're one of the top defenses in the country. And so this is not an easy game. And when you watch the film, you sit there and you look at it, you're like, okay, it's got every bit of our attention, and we're going to have to play at our best this weekend. It's going to have to be a given for us, and you do that by working hard and by overcoming the feelings of disappointment. You got to get back to work and start sweating it out a little bit.
Kevin and then Mitch.
I know you just went through the injuries, but I wanted to ask specifically about Gunnar Romney. And have you guys considered at all redshirt for him this year? Like, has that been a discussion?
I think that looking at the opportunities, we want to see as many guys as we can play another year if they're not given a full year. So we'll always visit that opportunity to get guys more years to play if we can. It's just been unfortunate. I don't think he's played even close to the games that we had hoped for, and so hopefully we can get him this weekend. That's kind of the hope I have every week for him and for some others.
Kalani, you noted earlier that one of the questions wasn't at the top of your mind, future schedules, but currently in the moment, what if you don't mind sharing, what are some of the pressing things that are on the forefront of your mind at the moment?
Yeah, getting our guys to play to their potential. That's on me and our coaches, and allowing our leadership to still form. We have some just really great young men in this program, and when you're going through some adversity, it's a great opportunity for us to push guys into leadership roles and you kind of force them to be in a position where they have to lead, and there's no choice. And so I've mentioned before that we're in a position of fight or flight, and I have a bunch of fighters here, and that keeps me that keeps me feeling really good about our program and where we're at. Obviously, the direction we want to be in is getting more wins, but we have great young men in this program, and I'm going to lean on them to lead, and I'm going to give them those opportunities to do some leadership things, and we're seeing it already. I mean, we've got a great camaraderie on this team, and I'm excited to see it play out even on the field.
Patrick, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned how you had a great running game the other night, I should say. Do you think that was part of the reason why maybe you didn't have a lot of passing yards? And is that something we can expect going forward?
Well, I just want points on the board. I don't really care how they come, so whatever A-Rod, Fessy, the offensive staff decide to do, I just want points on the board. That's it. I haven't given them any instruction on what to do scheme-wise or what to do with the ball. I want to be innovative, creative, find ways to get our players to play the best they can, and allow Jaron to utilize all his weapons. And then Jaron, you saw him scramble and run a little bit last week. That was really nice, but he can also throw the ball. So I think being able to do it all, I don't care as long as we can get points on the scoreboard. That's the one thing that I care about the most.
We'll take the last question from Jake.
Yeah, Kalani, you mentioned in your open that you talked about Boise being a rival of you guys. You played them every year. You guys have been an independent. Do you have aspirations that you will continue to play this series as often as possible as you guys move into the Big 12?
But I just really like playing this team, and they're a really good team. They seem to bring out the best in us in crucial times, and so I think this is one of those moments again, where I've really enjoyed playing them. I think they have a good brand of football. I like their style. I think I like their coaches. And I mentioned I like their fans, and so this is going to be a fun game for us. And I'm not the one that makes the scheduling, but they're a quality opponent, and it's been fun the years that I've been here as a coach to be able to interact with them, with their university, with their fan base, and with their team. And it's been an honor being on the field with them. And I would, if you're asking me, I don't want to see a good thing end. So that's been really fun for us, and I hope they know how much we appreciate them allowing us to be on their schedule, and really looking forward to this game this weekend.
Thanks so much, Kalani.
All right, guys. Thank you.